Did you know that the entire foundation of modern science began with a single, seemingly unremarkable object, a candle? This little flame, flickering in the darkness, not only lit up rooms but also illuminated the very nature of reality. Intrigued? Let me tell you a story that reshaped how humanity views the world, forever. It's the mid-17th century. Europe is a cauldron of intellectual ferment. The scientific revolution is just gaining momentum, powered by groundbreaking discoveries from individuals like Copernicus, Galileo, and Newton. But amidst the dazzling achievements of telescopes and pendulums lies a story so fascinating, so fundamental, that it has all but been forgotten in the grand annals of history. This is the story of a candle. Let's go back to 1660. In the bustling heart of London, a group of the finest minds gather behind closed doors. They call themselves the Royal Society for Improving Natural Knowledge, or simply, the Royal Society. Their goal is to dissect the mysteries of nature by observation and experimentation, a radical idea in a world still trying to shake free from centuries of dogma and superstition. Among them is Robert Boyle, a chemist whose curiosity knows no bounds. Boyle is fascinated by questions others haven't dared to ask. What is fire, exactly? How does it consume fuel and produce light and heat? And more importantly, what does it reveal about the natural world? On a brisk autumn evening, Boyle decides to conduct an experiment that will later be regarded as one of the first controlled scientific investigations. On a simple table lies his apparatus, a glass jar, a pan of water, and in the middle, a burning candle. Boyle gently lowers the jar over the candle, cutting off its supply of air. Within moments, the flame flickers and dies. But something extraordinary happens. The water level inside the jar rises. Why? This is Boyle's question, and the quest to answer it will set the stage for discoveries that will completely redefine science. What Boyle doesn't fully realize at the time is that his simple experiment with the candle is revealing, for the first time, the complex reality of gases and combustion. He has unwittingly laid the groundwork for the discovery of oxygen, which, by the way, won't be officially identified for another century. Imagine a single candle predicting pivotal discoveries well before the world is ready to comprehend them. Fast forward a century to the 1770s. Meet Joseph Priestley, an English theologian, chemist, and, quite fittingly, a lover of candles. Priestley is conducting experiments inspired by Boyle's original work. One day, while experimenting with heating mercury, he notices something peculiar. A gas released during the process appears to make a flame burn brighter and last longer. Priestley calls this gas dephlogisticated air. You know it by a much simpler name, oxygen. It's as if the ideas sparked by Boyle's candle are coming full circle. But the candle's influence doesn't stop there. In the same century, a French scientist named Antoine Lavoisier takes Boyle's and Priestley's work even further. He conducts rigorous experiments and discovers that combustion isn't a mystical process. It's a chemical reaction between a fuel and oxygen. In doing so, he essentially invents modern chemistry. Lavoisier's work eradicates centuries of misconceptions about fire and matter, paving the way for an era of precision in scientific thought. Boyle's candle was the first whisper. Lavoisier's work was the symphony. Now pause and consider this for a moment. A single burning candle became a silent witness to discoveries that changed the course of history. What was once a source of light in the night's darkness became the literal and metaphorical flame that ignited humanity's quest to understand the natural world. But why does this matter today? Well, think about our modern lives. The electricity that powers your homes, the clean air you breathe, the medicines that save millions of lives, all these advancements trace their origins to foundational scientific laws that started with simple experiments like Boyle's candle. If not for that flicker of curiosity, we might still be fumbling in the dark. There's a pivotal lesson here. The most profound discoveries often emerge not from grand ambitions, but from humble observations and a relentless desire to understand. Boyle's candle reminds us that the answers to life's greatest mysteries often lie in the simplest of objects, if only we dare to look closely enough. So the next time you look at a burning candle, remember, it's not just a piece of wax and a wick. It's a symbol of humanity's unquenchable thirst for knowledge. It's the flame that, once lit, can set entire worlds aglow. Much like that forgotten evening in 1660 when Robert Boyle bent over his little experiment and asked a question simple yet profound. Why does the flame die? And so, one innocent-looking candle became the foundation stone of chemistry, the spark that led to the discovery of oxygen and the ignition of humanity's scientific revolution. A reminder that sometimes, the most ordinary tools can yield the most extraordinary revelations. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the past. If this story inspired you, if it lit a spark in your imagination, share it with a friend. Because history isn't just about what was, it's a guide for what could be. This has been your host from Chronicles of Human History, igniting curiosity, one story at a time.